Let's go right on ahead. And just jump right on into the action.
Aren't you supposed to be on guard duty?
Plainsong honors your name.
Oops. Do not need to fatally save. I wanted to crouch. Alright. Let's take a look at what we got. Alright. I do have some cleanse potions, so maybe I should be using them. I don't know. Oh, I don't have room in that. That's why. Someone just sneezed. Hello, hello. Yeah, whatever. We'll deal with it for now, I guess. All right. I think. Let's see. Hold on. What quests do we even have available? Let's just fucking do it, eh? Shall we? Who wants to just jump straight into action? Yeah? Action? And no worries.
Hey, Mr. Know-It-All is here. You know, your focus buddy who never smiles.
Your focus buddy who never
I didn't know
smiles.
what to do with him, so I had him wait in your room.
Got it. Thanks.
Didn't know what to do with him. Silence. We haven't seen Silence in a very long time.
Well, Silence, looks like you finally found a door you could open without me.
I'm glad it's there, actually. It kept me from having to mingle with the company you keep. But enough prattle. I believe you owe me an explanation. Your plans for the Zenith base?
You're right. I do owe you. My spear in your throat for deceiving me again. At the Hades Proving Lab.
I doubt you asked me here for that kind of reckoning.
No. Right now, I need your help. So I'm giving you one final chance.
One final chance.
But if you ever betray me again, I will kill you no matter what the circumstance. Understood?
Very well. Though we'll both face a decidedly short future if you can't get us inside that base.
Aloy, your other guest is here. She's, coming to you.
Thanks. Good timing. The truth is, I can't actually get us into the base. But she can.
Silence is immediately put off.
The company you keep is even worse than I thought.
Not a fan of surprises, are you? Oh, look. That must be your little invention.
Does the weapon work? Without self-destructing?
Of course it does. I've eliminated the imperfections and greatly improved its design and output.
How can we be sure?
Care for a demonstration?
Enough, both of you. We're in this together, at least for now.
They're all ready to
Go
murder
talk
each
to
other.
Erend. Tell him I said to give you rooms of your own. I'll come see you when I get a chance.
Pretty sure that's like just a mobile EMP device.
Oh, no. You first.
I mean, Silence has tried to kill us
Gotta get everyone
how
under
many
control so Tilda
times?
can tell us what she knows about the Zenith base.
Like, quite literally every step of the way he's tried to kill us. Or get us killed. Or both.
When it looks impossible, look deeper. And then fight like you can win. I will, Rost. Now,
Rust.
as always. With Regala out of the way, Hikaru and Tanakh, they're safe. The future's up to them now. I do wish they'd drop all the honorary names they've given me. But if I've learned anything about them, that it's not a battle I am going to win.
No, Aloy, it's not. You are honorific forever.
Focus. It's Varl's. I used to think no Nora would ever accept one. But Varl did. Even when he was overwhelmed.
Well, yes, the reminder that Varl is
refused to let
dead.
me push him away. I failed Varl at Gemini. I should have pushed harder. I should have done more. I'd give anything to get him back.
Doodly doodle doodle doo.
I'm gonna clean my gear later. I can do yours if you want.
I cleaned it already.
Yeah, of course.
Thank you.
Don't mention it.
Everyone's in so much awkwardness right now. Nobody knows what to do, what to say.
Aloy, you came back with some interesting friends.
Wish I could say we don't need them. But Silence and Tilda are here for a reason. Even Regala.
Yeah. Enemy of my enemy and all that, right?
Right.
Yeah. Alright, I forgot. Regala's also here.
Silence is keeping to himself, as usual.
I was hoping he'd give me an excuse to hammer his sorry ass to the ground.
Please don't.
You telling me you wouldn't want to get just one good hit on that smug face of his? After everything he's done?
Sure. Later. Right now, he's got something we need.
Then you can pound his ass.
Doesn't look like any of our guests are making trouble.
Yet. So, Katala tells me you flew. Well, that's new.
Well, that's
I've been
new.
busting my balls trying to learn to read. You're out there having all the fun.
Don't worry. You'll be getting all the fun you can handle soon. With the Zeniths.
Looking forward to it.
You, talked to Tilda at all?
I tried. I don't think even a hot forge could melt that ice. And you say she wants to help?
I think so. Well, let's hope.
She could be leading us to our death, but at least it'll be quick.
I better get
hopefully.
going.
Oh, you know where
What
to
do you
find
think?
me.
Is Tilda real? Does she actually want to help us? Is there an ulterior motive? I can't honestly tell. I can make an argument for every single possible thing that Tilda's trying to do. She could help. She could betray. She could actually want to help. She could be partially helpful. I don't
I'm
know.
glad to see you're okay, though. I heard you gave the Tanakh something to talk about. I was half expecting you to burst in through the ceiling riding a sunwing.
Sorry to disappoint.
A lot of the times I can tell what's actually, like, being led for, but not this time.
Have you talked to any of your friends?
Aaron and I tried speaking to Silence, but apparently our tribal prattle is unnecessary.
Charming, isn't he?
Very.
Ready to head over to the Zenith base?
Whatever comes, we will endure.
Thoughts on our new Zenith acquaintance?
I'd say she smells like death, but even death smells of something. She's more like a cold piece of metal, bent on repelling all semblance of life.
She's definitely different. I have to go. I trust you to keep things civil around here.
I'll make sure Aaron doesn't punch Silence in the face, if that's what you mean.
Yes, please.
Thanks.
For now. You can punchy punch later. Oh yeah? Kind of figured you would. Her look is definitely very unique. It's a good look.
You flew? Kotalo told me. And took out Regala's machines? You know what? I don't even know why I'm surprised. I saw we have visitors and a new weapon. Does this mean we're ready to take the fight to the Zeniths?
Yeah.
Almost. Are you okay?
I was wondering, is it really safe having someone like Regala here? She seems angry. The kind of angry that leads to murdering people in their sleep.
The kind of angry that leads to murder in their sleep.
We're going to point that anger in the right direction. The Zeniths.
If you say so.
I mean, could bite us in the butt, but also could not.
I hope our new guests have been behaving.
This Silence, he's the one who built the weapon that can take down Zenith shields?
He is. Though I wouldn't expect him to answer any questions about it. He refuses to dole out his secrets to us lesser mortals.
Oh.
You know that special part of us that makes us warm, kind, welcoming?
Our spirit?
Yeah. He was born without that.
He was born without that.
You sure you're okay going on this mission? I know things must be happening.
I think
fast.
everyone has some really good looks in this
Already
game.
braved oceans and madmen who thought they were ancestors reborn. Why not a few immortals with lethal drones at their command, too?
Yeah, why not?
Guess the more the merrier. I suppose you saw that Tilda is here. Our very own Zenith.
I almost went up to her to ask her, well, every question I've ever had about the legacy. Every diviner I know would kill to get 5 minutes with one of the old ones. But now that she's here, all I feel is a vague unease. I don't know if I'm scared of finding out more uncomfortable truths, or just scared of her.
Both.
Probably both.
Both. Definitely both.
I'll wrap up a few things, but stay sharp.
So I found out
I'll
some
be ready
great
when you
news
call.
/S about my cold. If it's what everybody currently has, I've got
Do you
about
need something?
2 to 3 more weeks of this.
Bravo. You managed to sway a Zenith to your side. Care to explain?
Not a chance. I thought you said the weapon was ready.
There's always room to optimize. But that's not why you're here. I assume you want to comprehend my undertakings. So, ask away.
Since when were you so forthcoming?
Since you turned this into a waiting game. And as it seems you have found modest success, perhaps I'm willing to be generous.
Okay, so your big plan, everything you've been manipulating for the last few months. Let me see if I got this straight. You learned about the Zeniths from Hades when you interrogated it. Then you came up with a plan to defeat them by using a Tenakth army and that weapon. And to get the Tenakth to fight for you, or rather the Sons of Prometheus, armed Regala's rebels with override tech.
Did you have an actual question, or are you still playing catch-up?
So all this time, even before I found the coordinates at the Spire, you were out here scheming. Why couldn't you just tell me?
When I learned of the Zenith's return to Earth, I laid out my plans. I knew I would one day require an army of overzealous Tenakth to assault the Zenith base. The casualties would be
Extreme.
extreme. And I knew you would never allow such a sacrifice, no matter how necessary. Thus, I devised a means to remove your interference from the equation. At the Hades Proving Lab.
At the Hades Proving Lab. Oh, yeah.
Why create the Sons of Prometheus? You didn't need a Sarah to make override tech.
They were a necessary guard. My time serving Hades in the Eclipse demonstrated the risks of getting directly involved. Through the Sons of Prometheus, I could execute my plans, all while remaining anonymous.
Except to Asera. How did you get Asera to work for you?
I knew there was an associate of the Oseram tinker, Durval, who escaped his failed assault on Meridian. It was trivial to track her down and gain her cooperation. She wanted to succeed where Durval had failed.
So you promised her Regala and the Nox. Asera would help you create a machine-riding army and wanted to see Meridian burn as much as she did.
And so a partnership was born out of thirst for blood, bonded in mutual self-interest.
You think you had everything figured out, huh?
I did.
I did.
You wanted me to surrender to the Zenith Security's proving lab. They almost killed me.
Based on everything I knew about them, I concluded they would find you a useful asset, thereby keeping you out of harm's way and, more importantly, out of my way.
So you really didn't know they had their own clone of Elizabeth?
No. Unfortunately, there was no way I could have known that particular detail.
Detail? Well, I guess if it wasn't for that, we wouldn't be here today. Tell me about the weapon. How does it work?
I've upgraded the delivery system. It now emits a wave-like effect covering a significant distance.
That doesn't fully answer my
It's
question.
an EMP.
No, but I'd be a fool to reveal its inner workings. After all, why did you withhold your plan for dealing with the Zenith drones? Yes, even you can appreciate the value of secrecy when warranted. Suffice it to say that the weapon will work. The intricacies of how is knowledge that is mine alone.
Why help Regala take over? If you wanted an army, you could have just gone to Hikaru.
Before Regala's rebellion, Hikaru was only concerned with battling machines and fostering friendships with the Karja. Even if I gained his ear, he would never agree to send his forces to battle a threat he couldn't understand.
So helping a bloodthirsty exile was easier.
Yes. Exceedingly so.
Exceedingly so.
All Regala craved was war against the Karja and anyone who threatens the Tanakh. She would have led the tribe into battle without question, which was precisely what I needed.
While I was out there, I had a couple run-ins with the Quen.
The tribe from across the ocean. And?
Their entire tribe was shaped around the discovery of focuses. One of them, Alva, even joined me here. Don't you want to know more about them?
No.
They stumbled upon the greatest technological artifact from the ancient world, and what did they do with it? They shrouded the knowledge they unearthed in mysticism and taboo, creating a pantheon out of corporate shills.
Yes, well, it also led them to Thebes.
Did it now?
Did it now?
So those run-ins with the Quen I mentioned.
How does he know about the
One
Quen?
of them I teamed up with their expedition to search Thebes. We found Pharaoh at the end.
You must have needed Omega clearance. So, what was it like?
Worse than you can imagine.
He single-handedly wiped out collective human knowledge. I'm sure it was still less than he deserved.
Let me guess. You would have scraped him into a jar so you could prod his brain, like what you did with Hades.
For a start.
For a start.
All right, Silence. I think I've talked to you long enough. I'll let you know when it's time to go. And try not to mess with Tilda while you're in here, okay? I don't need the two of you butting heads.
Ah, yes. About your Zenith ally. I wonder if you understand what kind of person you're dealing with. For someone to live as long as she has, outlast as many calamities, well, your goals may be aligned now, but I'd watch for the moment they diverge.
Yeah, I'm aware. Reminds me of someone else I know.
Survival is only a necessity to my greater purpose, Aloy. I'd hoped you'd recognize that by now.
I feel
Do
like...
you know something or not?
Oh, I know a great deal of things. But on this, just call it a feeling.
Oh, a feeling? You mean you finally had one? Huh. Guess even you can change, Silence.
I feel like assuming he survives this fight, which kind of questionable with how many people currently want to kill him. He's going to once again be an antagonist if there is another game.
Oh, before I forget, I watered those plants for you. I just know they meant a lot to you, and well.
Thank you.
Aaron's trying so hard. I wanted those plants for you. Wait, this is back in our room. Where is Catallo? Oh, there's Tilda.
There you are. Well done, Aloy.
Well done.
Despite my reservations, you managed to secure Silence and his weapon. You're truly a shining example of Liz's fortitude.
I've been thinking about what you said.
That is fair.
At your house.
I honestly don't
How
expect
you
it.
were friends with Elizabeth. It was more than that, wasn't it?
Perceptive as ever. You're right, we were together for a time.
Lovers?
Okay, so... what happened?
I was an orphan. I had always been alone. By my 30s, I was starting to wonder if that was simply my fate in life. And then I met Liz. We kept running into each other at conferences. We'd have coffee. At some point, it became drinks. I thought it was just shop talk, an exchange of ideas, but then I was surprised at how much I looked forward to seeing her. Soon we were flying halfway across the world every other week just to meet up. For the first time, I didn't feel lonely. I could imagine a future where I wasn't. I think Liz felt the same way at first. She had lost her mother a few years back. I filled a void for her. I know I did. But as time passed, it seemed as though she wanted less when I wanted more. And so we ended things.
So helping me. Restoring Elizabeth's dream. It's what?
A second chance, yes. I made a mistake leaving Earth while Liz stayed behind. I should have done more. So when I saw you, a woman who has carved her own remarkable path, beyond even what made Liz a phenomenon, I knew I had to help you. To do right by her.
It feels too perfect.
You said before that you're not like the other Zeniths. That you never were. But you went along with all of their plans.
Out of necessity. I'm not proud of it. But complicity became a means of survival, both when Earth was consumed and when the colony on Sirius was destroyed. I did what I had to. But I resolved to remain one step ahead of the others, to try to undo what damage I could.
I would like to point out she's
Hence the data
projecting
channel with
artwork in
data.
here.
The secret passage into their base and the little trick I pulled to save you.
Why did you make the data channel look like your house?
I built that house as a shelter to weather any storm. A safe place, not just for me, but for the art stored in its depths, cultural artifacts of incalculable value. Truly, some of the greatest achievements of human civilization.
And you wanted Beta to see them?
Yes. Her upbringing was so cold and technical. I thought if she could experience Vermeer and Rembrandt, it would bring something else into her life. A heritage every bit as valuable as the scientific and technical data being drummed into her. I'm sorry I had to cut off contact, but I'll never regret sharing this house with her. She needed its shelter even more than I did.
Why do you think Elizabeth pulled away?
I've wondered that for 1,000 years. She was brilliant, visionary. She cared so deeply for the world, for the betterment of humanity.
What's
But
your
it also
favorite
felt like she kept everyone at arm's length,
favorite
including me.
classical artwork?
She never wanted to share her burdens. I think, in the end, she had a core that she never let anyone be part of. Sometimes I wonder if anyone really knew her.
I found a recording of you and Elizabeth back in the proving lab after Zenith's attempt to steal Gaia.
Yes. A most unpleasant conversation.
She said something after the call. I think she regretted how things ended between you.
Did she?
Yeah.
All this time, thank you for telling me. I've always hated that those were the last words we ever said to each other. And that her last impression of me was as
No
a
worries.
functionary of Zenith, not who I truly am.
Very quick to fix that. Not who I truly
When
am.
it's time to break into the Zenith base, what can we expect?
I'll go over the full layout once you've assembled your friends. Suffice it to say, we will need to push as fast as possible to Beta in Gaia's
Nope.
location, dealing with heavy resistance along the way. There are also printing facilities where the others have been amassing the natural
you are a
resources
more
they've stripped from the region.
art-minded and art familiar
First,
than
for
I
use
would
in the
be,
base's
so I was just curious
infrastructure,
what you
and then
like.
to fabricate more Spectre drones, a small army of them.
While I was out in the wilds, I saw a shuttle take off from the island, heading for space.
It was likely ferrying materials to and from our ship in orbit. After hundreds of years luxuriating in our digital comforts, the ship was barely space-worthy when we made our escape. Disaster can strike at any moment. We've learned our lesson.
Have you figured out how Silence's weapon works?
No, and he's been very careful not to allow me near it. I'll admit it bothers me, but regardless of how it functions, I am confident it will deactivate the other shields en masse.
How many of them are in the base?
10, including Eric and Gerard. Only a handful of us made it to our ship when our colony collapsed.
Yeah, only 10 of these immortals. 11 if you count Tilde.
So, Eric. Was he always a bloodthirsty psychopath?
I believe he got worse over time. On Earth, he was the founder
That's
of a
not lame if it is the
private
one you really
military
like.
company.
You know? Nothing
A band
wrong
of
with that.
cutthroats, in other words. Even as governments abandoned human combatants in favor of automated warfare. He found success with clientele that required a more personal touch. There were also rumors that he personally hunted and killed his targets. On occasion, all for the thrill of it. But on Sirius, he retreated to virtual reality simulations. In them, he could go on rampages as violent as he pleased, though I suspect with diminishing satisfaction.
All of his tribe believes he was one of the greatest people from the old world.
Then they would be quite disappointed to meet him, though I'm sure he'd bask in the adoration.
Well, of course. Who wouldn't bask in the adoration that they are the greatest?
What can you tell me about Gerard?
He was the head of the world's largest financial conglomerate, and as such had dealings with almost every major corporation. It made him one of the wealthiest people on Earth, and certainly the wealthiest among Zenith.
What does one person do with that much money?
Buy more power, more influence. Gerard's always believed himself to be a refined patrician, able to maintain control with a polished smile. But beneath that exterior is a cold and calculating operator. It was his decision to restrict Beta's upbringing to her digital educators, the avatars of the Apollo database, while we were painted as her benefactors.
Well, we'll deal with him soon enough. And the others.
I would very much like to see his face when he realizes we've beaten him.
When I was in the ruins of Vegas, I found data on a man named Stanley Chen. I think he was a Zenith.
Stanley, ever the optimist. He was one of the good ones.
One of them.
When we established our colony, he built an exact replica of Las Vegas in virtual reality. Lights, shows, gambling, every detail perfectly recreated. And while others cloistered themselves in their own fantasies, he flung his doors wide to everyone.
The way you're talking about him, I'm guessing he didn't make it back to Earth?
No, he perished when our colony was destroyed.
That's sad.
He would have been thrilled to discover that part of his beloved city survived.
When Beta escaped and hid in an ancient research facility, I saw another one of the Zeniths. Verbena. Who was she?
A dull star amidst a sea of brighter constellations. Unlike most of Far Zenith's members who amassed their wealth through shrewd business deals and technological achievements, Verbena inherited her billions.
Yes, I would love to
Her
inherit
father had
billions.
achieved great success in the luxury holotourism industry. At age 24, she became the world's most eligible bachelorette, branding herself a life designer. Someone who leverages their fame to influence the choice of others.
What? Like a cult?
In a way, yes.
Well, she must have done something right to have survived this long.
She was her own brand of ruthless. That much is true. But even rats can cling to a vessel for a second.
Okay, so I've had run-ins with a handful of Zeniths. What about the rest?
An array of the wealthiest people on Earth. Titans of their industries.
And let me guess. All selfish and ruthless to the core?
Yeah. Most, but not all. There were a few with whom I got along. Annika Murjani, for instance, was always delightful. She founded the Holonet's most successful dance channel and was herself mesmerizing to watch. And
The
I
dance
had
channel.
fascinating discussions with Song Jiao about her work in cellular biology. Our immortality treatments are due in part to her achievements. But then there were others like Devin Miller, the CEO of a fast food printing corporation. His only real preoccupations were perfecting his golf swing and taking self-hollows. When I think about all of us, we really should have accomplished more. We had eternity.
I mean, that's one of the issues when you can literally live forever. You don't have a drive to do anything because you...
Okay. I'll
There's
let you know
no
when it's time.
expiration.
I'll be here until then.
You know?
Thank you, Aloy, for giving me this chance. My past has always been a struggle. More than once I've lost everything. But when I look to the future, I see Liz's dream fulfilled. A universe of new possibilities.
Maybe we can make it happen.
We will. I won't let anything get in the way. I promise you that.
Hey, Aaron. I was thinking we could spar for a bit. When you have the time.
Where is Regala?
Anger.
Yeah, beating the crap out of me makes you feel better. I'm all for it.
Alva. Silence.
Haven't seen you since the battle at the Grove. How are you holding up?
I saw you fly on the wings of the Ten, and paralyze Regala's army with lightning. I would say that I am... Inspired.
Thank you, I guess.
It is I who should be thanking you.
Look, I know you're probably not happy about keeping Regala around, but I want her on our side when we fight the Zeniths.
It is more than she deserves. Even so, I will not question your judgment.
Thank you, Katalo.
I will not question your
Did
judgment.
Aaron tell you we found the people who gave Regala's rebels the power to override machines?
He told me of the battle. I suggested he etch this victory on his fighting arm with one of our inkers.
Is he going to do it?
He didn't say no.
He didn't say no.
Things will get ugly once the Zeniths realize we're in their base. You'll need every trick you've ever learned.
I would have it no other way. Many soldiers died in the old world to make sure we stood here today. We will endure on their behalf. Though, I am curious how you intend to defeat the Zenith's defenses without an army of our own.
Leave that to me. Just make sure you're ready to fight.
As you say. You have more than earned my trust.
Did you meet Tilda?
There is something about her that doesn't seem natural. I wouldn't be surprised if my sword went through her and she didn't bleed at all.
Honestly, with her, nothing would surprise me. I bet people are curious about that new arm of yours.
None more than our Quen ally, I assure you. She couldn't wait to take it apart and figure out how it works. I gave her the data I used to build the thing, hoping that would satisfy her curiosity instead.
Good luck with that.
Good luck with that. Alright. Wings of the 10.
Your people keep mentioning the Wings of the 10. What exactly does it mean?
The visions tell us that the 10 flew on great metal machines with wings and leapt into battle from the sky for us. To achieve this feat is the ultimate expression of martial prowess. It is why the challengers leap into the arena during the Kulrut. And now, you have done it. Like the deeds of the 10 themselves, it will never be forgotten. So, tell me, how did it feel?
How did it
I
feel?
won't lie. Pretty good.
I can only imagine.
I have to go. But I'll be
All right.
briefing everyone on the plan soon.
Understood.
Plan brief time. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-da. Let's go. Oh no! Well, welcome back.
Okay. Maybe it's time to get everyone together so Tilda can brief us. But is there anything I should handle before that?
No, it's go time.
Drone's reconnected now.
Yeah, we're just missing one drone, but whatever.
All right, people. I need you up in the control room right away. Okay, everyone. We all know what's at stake. Beta, Gaia. Not to mention life on Earth. Now, it might seem like the Zeniths are invincible, but they're not. We've got what it takes to break into their base and defeat them. We even have one of them on our side. Tilda, show us the base.
It is constructed atop the ruins of an ancient military facility on an island to the southwest. I can get us inside. To this location. Undetected.
How exactly?
You'll know when you need to. Once inside, our goal will be this structure. The launch tower. Gaia and Beta are being held at the top. But along the way, we will face overwhelming resistance. Most importantly from Gerard, Eric, and the others. But also...
Once I take away their shields, we should be able to deal with them. But it will be easier to deploy the device if someone else is carrying it. I'll need a strong back.
Carry stuff? Yeah, I can do that.
Even if your device works, there will still be Spectre drones, scores of them.
If only we had an army to fight them.
I've got that under control. You'll know when you need to.
You'll
All right.
know When you need
We'll meet
to.
up again just before we go in. Where's the best place to rendezvous?
On the coast, just across from the island. Once there, I'll show you the way.
Okay. I'll let you know when I arrive at the rendezvous point. And then you can join me. In the meantime, do whatever you need to prepare. Understood?
Regala is silent and everything because obviously she is a totally optional person at this point.
You two? A minute? Tilda helped me get in touch with Beta, and she told me something important. There's an installation inside the base. It's called a regulator. Here. Once we're inside, I need you two to split off from everyone else and destroy it. So you'll have to bring explosives. This will help stop the drones. Everything depends on it. You with me? After that, I want you to find a way to infiltrate the Zenith network.
It does.
Go over all the data that Beta left behind. She knew how to do it, I'm sure of that.
All right. But why? What am I trying to do?
Find information about the Zeniths. Anything Tilda's not telling us. Silence is right about one thing. There's no way we can take her on her word.
I'll do my best.
Keep her safe, okay?
On my life.
He's unhappy that he is relegated to bodyguard and not front slayer dude. But she did choose the two best people, obviously. I mean, she could have had Zoe do it, but, you know, she's not as adept with the technology. So.
Remember, we need to get Silent's weapon to the Zenith base intact if we want to take their shields down.
I'll be gentle with it. I promise.
Intact.
Good. Without it, there's no payback.
Don't worry. Payback's all I think about.
We're finally doing this.
Never thought I'd be off on a
Finally.
mission to take down a bunch of immortals from the stars. I can hear the drinking songs already.
Varl made the right call. You know, bringing you here.
Thanks. Yeah, Varl. You know, I never knew he had a sister. I found out a few days before you guys went to Gemini. I was, well, to be honest, I was terrified I'd screw up the mission somehow. So he sat me down for a drink. Just one, mind you.
Just
We
one.
talked about family. Vala, Ursa, loss and revenge. And how you helped us.
You know, we never did get that drink you promised back in the Embrace. And you never told me exactly how your sister escaped the Mad Sun King.
I guess we never got round to it. World ending and all. No time like the present, though. If you're up for it.
If that one's not working right, you can have one of my spare focuses, you know.
Yeah, little bugger's got some personality, that's all.
Ah, you got some
He's saved my butt a
personality.
couple of times now. It wouldn't feel right to leave it behind. You know, besides, it, goes with my outfit.
Wouldn't really spoil your look.
Let's have a drink.
You think it's time for us to finally have that drink?
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Yeah?
Of course.
Yeah. Ah!
Oh.
You should probably get the booze. She sits like the boys.
So, how did Ursa escape Mad Sun King Jiran's palace?
Well,
she's got that
first,
power
she had
stance.
to survive the Sun Ring. See, during the war, the Karja threw a prisoner a day in there. And, for what? To die as sacrifices, fighting machines in a pit. Thinking somehow that was gonna appease all the other deranged machines in the world? Ha! And when it was Ursa's turn, the Karja thought she'd go down if they threw a big machine at her.
Oh, but she didn't.
And she defeated all of them. Even got some of Jiran's kestrels for good measure. And the mad Sun King was impressed, I guess. Thought it'd be funny to have her run around his palace as a servant. He enjoyed humiliating her that way.
How are you telling me something about that? That's how she met a Vod. He helped her escape.
Yeah, but what no Karja scroll will ever tell you is how the young prince snuck Ursa out of the palace. He knew their best chance was to get Ursa to blend in, so he got her everything she needed to disguise herself as a Karja noblewoman. Yeah, perfumes, veils, and all.
I get the feeling she wasn't too happy with that.
Oh man, Ursa would have rather fought her way out of that palace with her bare hands than put on all of that Karja eye
With her
paint.
bare
But
hands.
Vods insisted it was the only way, so she agreed under one condition. A Vod had to dress up as well.
She made a Vod dress up like a noblewoman?
As perfumed and powdered as a babe. Ursa said he looked better like that than he ever did in a crown.
That would, definitely make for an interesting sight.
Oh, it worked like a charm, too. Not only did they make it out of the palace, they paid a traveling merchant to get Ursa to the border, and none were the wiser.
Lovely.
You were right. That was a story best told over a drink.
All good stories are.
All good stories are.
I guess I should get going.
I'll see you at the rendezvous point, with my hammer ready.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
How chaotic do you think this final assault is going to be? Excuse me. Hello? Am I too high for you? There we go. We just right now,
I hope
boys.
everybody's ready for this. Fighting the Zeniths isn't going to be easy.
Aloy, nothing you do ever is. At least now you don't have to do it alone.
Thanks.
Not necessarily alone.
You and Aaron seem to be on better terms now.
Yeah.
He may have terrible taste in music, but he did apologize for mocking my tribe. And that ale he keeps raving about isn't half bad. I still plan on beating that stubborn face of his to break our sparring stalemate.
Try not to hurt him too bad.
Not too bad.
Everyone here, training, working together. If it weren't for Varl, none of it would have happened.
You know, there was this one night, right before Varl left with you to go to Gemini. He realized I was having trouble sleeping. I was nervous about the mission. To be honest, I think we both were. So, he asked me to join him in Gaia's dome. He brought up this hologram of Earth that you two found back in the Zenith launch facility. We sat there, just looking at it. I thought about how Plainsong was just a speck on that great sphere. How every corner of it must be teeming with life. And any fears I had about our mission were gone. I miss him terribly.
I know. I should go. I'll let you know when I'm ready to head to the base.
Before you do, there is one favor I would ask of you.
What is it?
You placed this focus in my care, and gave me the highest calling an Utaru has ever known. If I should fall in battle, I'd like you to be the one to bury my seed pouch. For the both of us.
So,
make sure you stay alive to do so.
Stay alive.
let's just try to all come back home. Okay?
That's always such a hard, like, thing. Like, when someone makes a request, if I die, do this for me. It's like, well, if you agree, you're admitting that you might die. But if you don't agree, you're like, but what if it does happen? Are you just gonna, like, be like, no?
A warhorn. To summon an army of rebels and machines. Regala threw everything she had at the Grove. Even in our duel, she was ruthless. Still, I'd rather have her on my side for a fight ahead.
It's all going to be okay. We can't give up now.
You nervous?
I'd be lying if I said I'm not slightly apprehensive.
The plan will work if we all focus on our assignments.
Right.
I want you to know I'm glad you're with us, Alva.
Whatever happens, I'm grateful that the legacy brought us together. I never thought I'd get to actually meet an ancestor.
Come on, do I look that old?
Do I look that old?
Tala will protect you inside the Zenith base.
I'm not afraid. I know Katalo will fulfill his duty, as will I. If we die doing so, at least it'll be alongside a friend.
I'd rather you both stay alive, if you don't mind.
We'll try and keep that in mind.
We'll try.
Once all this is over, will you go back across the ocean?
I don't know. The more I think about it, the more worried I become. If I go back, I don't even know if they'd let me keep this focus you gave me, or what they'd do to me for reading what is clearly forbidden data. Even if I somehow were allowed to carry on my duties as a diviner, would I be willing to let the truths I've learned about the ancestors be buried away by the Board of Overseers? Would I dare challenge them and risk my family's safety? Or losing Federa?
Who's this Federa you mentioned?
She is another diviner. One of our best. We used to be rivals at the academy. I hated her guts. But apparently there's a fine line between hate and love. We became very close, and then I was assigned to the expedition. She promised she'd wait for me, no matter how long it took.
Well, that was smart of her. She won't do any better.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I do.
I don't know about that.
The rest of us should be enough of a distraction to the Zeniths for you to hack into their network undetected. But you'll have to be quick, in case they do.
What exactly do you expect me to find, Aloy?
I don't know. The truth, if we're lucky. I need to get going.
I'll be at the rendezvous point. May truth lead us to victory.
So, you return.
Do you like how glowy his body is with those things?
Something else?
I'll be going.
As you wish.
Something else?
Just you wait, Varl. We're taking those space slugs down.
Welcome back, Aloy. Would you like to continue our chat?
She really does have like a dispassionate voice.
I should be going.
I'll be making final preparations.
There's just something about the way she talks that just feels like cut off, you know?
So, how are we feeling about the mission?
I do not
Do
know
you
everything that you have
dislike it?
planned, but it doesn't matter. All that remains is to follow you to the end, whatever that will be.
Thank you, Katalo. I'm glad all this brought us together.
You brought us together, and I am grateful too. Oh, and by the way, I was hoping now would be a good time to go back to the Tremor Tusk site and test my new arm before we leave on our mission.
Right. I'll let you know when I can make my way there.
Thank you.
We didn't really get to talk about what happened at Gemini.
There was nothing more to say. If he were to Noct, Varl's bravery would have earned him sacred burial at the Grove, among the most distinguished of our tribe's warriors. His deeds were worthy of the Ten. When the fight is done, I will have the Inkers etch his memory on my skin, so that it may live on.
I'm sure he'd be honored. Now that training time is over, what's on your mind?
The Bulwark, the Kulrut, and how we need another miracle if we're to survive the Zenith base.
I'll try not to let you down.
I know you will not.
I know you will not.
I'll see you soon then.
It will be my honor.
Ugh.
I see you've got your new arm ready to go.
Yes. It still feels strange. I've gotten used to the absence, but no matter. I'm sure I will need it before the attack on the Zenith base is through.
He talks about us going to test it out, but I'm pretty sure we already did it. Ugh. Those are all my stuff. Yeah, no. Whatever. Ow!
This must be from the Scorcher that Catello and I took down. Not a bad way to test his arm. He's come a long way from the embassy.
All right. Ow, my head. Ow.
I see you, champion. Sit, please. There's someone in Arrowhand who's been looking for you, champion. Goes by the name of Moralo. Sounded like he had something important to discuss.
I'll try to stop by Arrowhand when I can, then.
Jesus Christ. All right. I think... all these campfires we have not been to. And yet here's one we have. Jeez. Anyway. Wow.
There. Well, never mind. I should take care of everything I can before calling in the others to attack the Zenith base.
No. I think it's time. You'll be locked into singularity. Lock it in, baby. No way back.
Okay, everyone. I'm at the rendezvous point. It's time to rescue Beta and Gaia.
Understood, Aloy. We're on our way.
Aloy.
Where are the others?
Not far behind.
What? Did you think I'd kill them?
Egghead here couldn't stand traveling with a pack.
Are we all here? Then let's begin.
A tunnel.
An ancient escape route from the ruins on the island. When I realized it ran all the way across the water, I thought it might prove useful to come and go undetected. So I concealed it from the others. Shall we?
Shall we?
I wish there was a less pungent way to get way inside the base.
Agreed.
That is an impressive structure and an
There's the
impressive
launch
screenshot.
tower. That plane offers a little cover, so the only viable path is through there. There will be specters guarding it, and many more can be deployed from those hangars.
All right. Alva, Catalo, get to it.
Where are they going?
Somewhere important. Erend, you're with me. You guys, take the high ground in case we need covering fire.
Tactically sound, I suppose. What will she do?
There's a sensor node nearby. If I hack into it, I should be able to scramble the network and keep you undetected. But not for long.
Then we should proceed.
One more thing. Open up the channel to Beta. Audio only.
Aloy.
We're here, and we're coming for you. You know what to do, right?
As long as you hold up your end.
We will. See you soon.
Be careful.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Get to the launch tower as quickly as possible. I'll do my best to conceal our intrusion.
Beware, Aloy. Spectres ahead.
Company. Follow my lead.
That's what I do.
It's weak to acid.
Boom!
One down.
Hey, it's just here. It's not beer, but it'll do.
Come on, you silly little specky wecky.
Got a moment
Take a
before it
shot.
thaws.
Yeah! Kaboom!
I mean, I hit it, but...
Yeah, I think we got him.
I think you're right.
And now's a good time to hit it with plasma.
No, it's dead, Aaron. Shut up. I'm good at what I do. What is it that I do? Arrow hunting with machines. Wait. Machine hunting with arrows. Yeah. Alright. Craft that. Why? Because this is gonna replenish that. We're gonna take this.
Now this'll do some damage.
Though I don't think we can actually take it with us, so... But I'm going to, just in case we can. I can already tell you we cannot.
What's in this backpack, metal bricks?
Aloy, Alva and I are closing in on the regulator.
Keep me posted.
It's creepy in here.
Don't worry. I'll protect you.
It's creepy in here. It's okay. I will protect you.
I wish I had a glider. I guess I'll find another way across.
Bruh. You just fucking dance like a ballerina. You dance like a quaquavel across the freaking air. Bruh. Our man here dances like a quaquavel.
There's a lot of dead machines on this island.
We killed a great many when we landed here. Their salvage may prove useful to you now.
Another Spectre.
Sneak or fight? You choose.
Acid will eat right through that man.
I grab it if you need it. This'll help.
I prefer not to get in like face-to-face combat, so...
Anytime you're ready.
Oh, they felt that one. Hit it again.
Thanks for the assist.
Well, that was a decent shot, I guess.
Better than any Oseram.
Alright. We want to say tip-tapped off, obviously.
Any good loot?
A little.
The answer is, always.
Tired yet?
Yep.
Tired yet? He doesn't even try to deny it.
Yeah. Clear those weeds.
That should do it.
These plants are
With me.
weird.
These plants are weird.
These Spectres are good sport!
We can take this one, Aloy! Keep moving!
I love how she's like, these specters are good
That
sport.
Stormbird carcass should get us over the gap.
I hate stormbirds.
Yeah, but this
I
one's
guess,
dead.
yeah, dead one's handy enough.
I hate Starbirds. Well, the dead one's
Remember the good old days when our only worry was whether Meridian would be destroyed? You know, instead of the whole world.
Oh, yeah. Good times.
plenty of carcasses here, which means there they are.
Machine will take a lot of damage from acid.
I'll attack when you...
Wait, 3 this time? Ah. Ugh, with 3 though, that just makes it worse.
I'll follow you in.
Ah! You can't use that now.
Why are you getting all angry there, dude? We're not fighting him. Not yet. One at a time, remember. It's the only way to make sure we don't, like, lose a ton of resources. Shut up, Aaron. It's the only way to maintain most of our resources and healing ability. Because Lord knows if we'll even have an opportunity to replenish. Yuck. That's pretty close.
Well, should we go for it, Aloy?
No. Damn, dude. It runs like a fucking gazelle. It's just like...
Take it to pieces.
It goops like a gazelle.
What are we waiting for?
Oh, I 1000% can kill it. All I have to do is hit it. There we go. We took it down, down. We took it down, down.
Anytime you're ready.
Aaron, shush. Ah.
You aren't winning this battle, you love. Where's the last one? And they went boom! And again! Hit the weak spot!
I think that's all of them.
Got it.
Here, at least. Let's push on.
Alright, that was what I was afraid of, getting spotted.
Just some parts.
But we were still able to take it out very quickly and easily because I'm a goddamn boost. We've hunted enough of these specters that I can kill them fairly easily and efficiently. It's just their weak spots are very, very pinpoint heavy. You know? Like, it's just like small slivers and then armor plating. I could probably shoot through the armor plating if I use the right bow.
Up this rock.
But I'd rather not. I'll just bide my time and try to shoot through it and complain about it later. You know.
We're gonna have to climb around this corner.
Well, I'll try not to complain.
No, you won't. You'll complain.
I can see the way forward. Keep moving.
Going as fast as we can. You all right?
Sort of.
Is it just me, or does everything seem to be moving too smoothly?
How many specters do the Zeniths have?
Acid will do a lot of damage. More than we want to fight at once, that's for sure.
Ah.
You got its weak spots. I guess we're not going for stealthy. Pick that weapon up and give it a taste of its own medicine. Got it.
Holy shit.
Bottoms up.
Come on. Up the slab. Looks like the others have things under control.
Aloy, Alva and I are in position.
Do it. Blow the regulator.
A moment while I ignite the charges.
Alva and Catalo did their job. Now it's Beta's turn.
Aloy? I think we're in trouble.
Whatever you plan to do to stop those specters, you better do it now.
I'm not doing anything. Beta will. She just needs a little time.
Time that we don't have.
Come on, Beta, come on, come on, come on.
What is that?
Our army.
Our army.
I think you got their attention.
Very clever. You had Beta inject Hephaestus into the base's printer matrix.
Which is faster and more powerful than any cauldron.
And now it can crank out machines to its heart's content. Come on. Let's get to the launch tower before this whole place becomes a war zone.
Pretty sure it is a war zone.
Your maneuver, as clever as it is, means that Hephaestus has escaped containment. It will no doubt flee back to the Cauldron network.
We grabbed it once, we'll get it again.
Or find a way to replicate its functionality, perhaps. The Apollo database.
I mean, Silence has a point. Oh, whoop. Get back on. Ah! Aloy! I was trying to turn the camera on, Aloy.
That, big rock might give us a bridge to get up and through.
Gotcha.
Guess not all the specters are fighting our machines.
Nah, 'cause that'd have made it nice and easy.
Can't make the game too easy, right?
Fire's not gonna help here.
Just one? Fine by me. I missed! Ah, piss and shit.
Let's dent some metal. Let's collect that loot later. It's here when you want it. Oh, I heard that crunch from here.
Oh shit, there was the second one.
Give me your best. Kaboom!
Ah, piss and shit.
I think they can handle it. I'm empty.
Perfectly calculated. 0 ammo left on that. My god, or what? Ugh. Good lord. I lost all the armor I had, but whatever. It's okay. Well, not all of the armor, but most of it.
This way.
Big jump.
All these dreadwings, though.
To the right, I think.
And now to the left.
You can get to the launch tower through the hangar up ahead. I'm heading over to join you now. The hangar's in bad shape, but I can see the way in. Hurry, Aloy!
Come on.
Another one?
By the blood of the Ten!
They're riled up now.
Let's get into this. Live long, kill your enemy. Boom! Come on!
Good work, everyone. Let's go.
Over here, Aloy.
Oh, Silence is here with a fancy looking bow. And then there's, whatever her name is. I don't remember her name. It's kind of bad. She was like the protagonist for like the first half of the game. At least you thought it was.
Well.
How did my camera get this messed up? Whatever. No. I want to adjust it. I feel like the cats have been running around under my desk again. Better.
Whoa. Look at all this Zenith space stuff.
Look at all them balls. Man, I carried this all this way for nothing. Bull honk. Oh
on, let's go!
This way, demon! Ah!
Regala.
This is the death I was promised. Go!
This was the death I was promised. Okay. Goodbye, Regala.
May Regala return peacefully to the cycle.
Please. She cared nothing for peace.
At least she died on her own terms. Not as your puppet.
Oblivion draws no such distinctions.
See, now it feels like we have crossed.
It's been intense, but Cthulhu got me to a network node. I'm trying to get in.
Keep at it. We're almost to the tower.
You can already feel the shift now. Like before, like we were solidly in, you know, past, grasslands, you know, this is our present. And now we slowly transitioned throughout into, now we're in future. Like it just feels unnatural playing through this game like this now. Also, does the future just need unnecessary gold for everything? What is this? Netting? Cabling? I know gold is used as a conductor a lot, but that doesn't look like it's all gold. I think it's just... I don't think that's gold for use. It's gold for glam. What a waste.
Ah, now we know who's been causing all the fuss. Tilda's little pet.
Silence! Zenith inbound. Can we drop their shields, please?
I'm powering it up. Stay still.
This is pointless! You can't hurt us. Face it, you're worms that ooze through the cracks into our basement.
Silence?
One moment more.
But I might just spare you if you give up Tilda. I think it's safe to say she's forfeited her share of our operation. Permanently.
There.
No? Nothing. Fine.
Fine.
All right, people. Light 'em up! Are we supposed to be scared?
Yeah. There were 10, and now there are 2.
We can't let Gerard escape. It won't take long before he preps the shuttle for launch. Then he'll be able to take Beta and Gaia into orbit and onto the Odyssey beyond our reach.
We gotta go through there?
I fail to see another option.
Then we'll carve a path. Ready?
Well, I guess they haven't jumped into the action yet.
Get to the top and secure Gaia. I'll stop Gerard.
I gotta get to the top of the tower and free Beta.
Aloy, die, machine filth!
Die!
Apologies for that. We're okay. As long as Alva hurries.
I'm almost into the network!
Just do the best you can.
I love how he calls us and then screams, "Die, machine filth!" And then apologizes. He's like, "Oh, terribly sorry, Commander. Everything's A-okay." What this? Nothing.
Okay, an elevator. Promising.
Elevators are never good. Beep. Beep.
We got some unfinished business, little girl.
Little girl.
I don't need a shield to take you out.
Trust me, you're gonna wish you had one. Whoa. I can't let him catch me.
Oh, I wish this could go on forever. But all the things. That right, little mouse?
I'm taking you down! Not much without your shield, are ya?
Shot him in the balls.
You're done for!
Aloy, are you there? I'm on my way to help. Just need to find my way in there.
Still in this fight.
Wish it didn't have to end this way.
Ooh, headshot, baby. One more headshot, he's dead.
He's almost down.
Oh, I forgot to turn my camera back on.
I almost
Oh, well.
forgot what it was like to hurt.
She is angry.
Now we're having fun, right?
Well, she got revenge for her baby's
You okay?
daddy.
I will be. In time.
In
Go.
time.
Rescue your sister. I'll regroup with the others and make sure they're all right.
Now, I guess I could have run around, use environments to get traps set up, and everything else. What did I do? Nah. Let's just shoot him point blank with explosive arrows. At this point, it's my style. Explosive arrow? Okay. Can't explosive arrow? We're fucked. That'd just be how we do. Alright. Next. All that's left is Gerard and then getting better.
Looks like the machine's inspectors have almost wiped each other out. What was that?
Aloy, Gerard just activated the self-destruct failsafe on the printing matrix. He's taking control of a number of systems.
Including the lift?
I'm afraid so. He's restricted its access to the top. You'll have to climb from there. I have to go. I almost have him.
I gotta be in range first.
I love how they took like the normal soundtrack for this game and then made it more epic.
Errand? Is everyone alright down there?
Mostly. We're cleaning up the last few specters.
What about the Zeniths?
Dead, I think. Zoe told me you got Eric. Good work.
Yeah. Thanks. I guess only Tilda and Gerard are left then.
Aloy, you there? Listen, I got into the network, but only for a minute before I was shut out. I found a bunch of flight plans and trajectories, as if the Zeniths were planning to leave Earth.
Doesn't make any sense.
I know, but there's more. The files I found have a lot of references to something called Nemesis. Whatever it is, the Zeniths are afraid of it.
Alva? Alva! What's going on here? Maybe Beta can help me figure it out. If she's okay.
So there's more. Nemesis. Are we gonna get some Resident Evil shit up in here? What?
I'm almost there. Are you okay? Look, I know you've been through a lot, but you have to help me access the Zenith network. I need to see their files, anything referring to the word Nemesis. Okay. Over there. Systems are down all over the base. I should be able to take advantage of... Yes, Nemesis. Here. There's something in deep space. It's following the Zeniths to Earth. Look. Escape vectors. Alva tried to warn me about this. The Zeniths aren't planning to stay here. It's a machine of some kind. Or a swarm of them. The energy readings are astronomical. Aloy, I don't think a natural disaster destroyed the Zenith colony on Sirius. This thing did. Earth isn't a new home for them. It's a way station. They're on the run.
I see you've been busy.
And you've been lying. Nemesis, what is it?
It is us. The minds of Far Zenith. Or failed copies of them, anyway. Back on Sirius, some of my peers weren't satisfied with physical immortality. They wanted digital transcendence. A way to upload their minds into any form, organic or mechanical. Nemesis was a failed experiment to that effect. Abandoned, but never erased. An immense database of our memories, emotions, and prejudices left to fester.
And it destroyed your colony?
We didn't realize it had gained sentience until it broke containment. It had everything it needed from our memories. Security protocols, system specs, override codes. It hacked everything before we knew what hit us. Then it took over our printing facilities, allowing it to gain any machine form it needed to wipe us out.
But why?
Imagine being trapped alone for decades with only the twisted echoes of megalomaniacs for company. It hates us for abandoning it to that prison. And now that it's free, it will do anything to destroy us, including denying us a safe harbor on Earth.
The extinction signal that woke Hades. You didn't send it. Nemesis did.
Finally, you understand. And when that failed, it launched from Sirius to finish the job itself. Which is why we must flee to a random planet circling a random star, somewhere it can never find us.
With Gaia, so you can build yourself a new world.
That's the plan. Even now. Earth is finished, Aloy. Nemesis will scour it of life to deny its creators a viable home. But Elizabeth's dream won't die. You'll come with me to the stars. And with Gaia, we'll create a new world. Together. Where that monstrosity could never find us.
What? No.
I loved Elizabeth. More than you could ever know. And I let her stay behind to die with the rest of humanity. A mistake I have regretted for 1,000 years.
Thoughts?
Now she stands before me again. Not some inferior copy, but her best possible self. So I'm not asking. You're coming with me. It may seem harsh now, but you'll forgive me in a few centuries.
You can't force me, Tilda. Your shield is gone.
I have something better. Spectre Prime, to me.
Take cover! Get to the door!
Submit, Aloy. You can't win.
No! I've heard that before.
I knew you didn't truly want to hurt me.
I better scan that thing first. I gotta get through all that armor before I can do some damage.
This Spectre was designed to survive against more than that.
Jesus freaking Christ. Well, that was fast.
Ask yourself why you're holding back.
Get through all that armor before I can do some damage.
I can endure. You cannot.
Oh, that thing's fast. Whoa! I can target its gold plating. Oh!
Take us up!
Fuck! I hit down, but I held down. Thus, I didn't drink my potion.
Sticks and stones against the lightning.
Gotta follow up while that acid's working.
Ask yourself why you're holding back. Fire a barrage!
I gotta hit those gold plates.
Engage thrusters! Activate! Please, Aloy, stop!
I should aim for the gold plates. No! I can keep going.
Blast off!
Armor's up!
Soon we will be all that is left of the human race!
more hits. Ha! Those gold plates are vulnerable.
Give up now!
It's using those gold plates to power its attacks. It's over. Why couldn't you just let me choose?
Is it over?
She tried to take you. And she told you about Nemesis.
So you've known all along.
From Hades, yes. Along with data on how to circumvent the Zenith shields. Everything I did to create the rebel army was based on that knowledge. To reach this place, this moment.
And you couldn't just tell me?
Come now, Aloy. You're the last person to act sensibly in the face of impossible odds.
And of course, Silence tries to pretend
When I
this was
learned
his
Nemesis from Hades,
entire
I
plan.
saw the pieces on the board and how to play them. And in that same moment, I knew it was a game you would never play. That you would interfere and attempt to save the Tenakth. I was correct, to a point. You ruined my plans, but brought your own to fruition. The end result is the same. We're here. And now it's time for me to leave this doomed planet behind. To seize the Odyssey and the Apollo database, and begin a new chapter in my pursuit of knowledge, one with infinite possibilities. You can join me if you so desire. You've more than earned your place. Unlike Tilda, I'm extending a polite invitation.
You're going to just take off? And abandon everything? Stay. Help me fight that thing.
Perhaps Tilda didn't adequately define the threat. Nemesis can't be stopped. It destroyed a highly advanced Zenith colony in a matter of hours. What hope does this primitive tribal Earth have? If you brought Gaia, you wouldn't be abandoning life, you'd be saving a seed for a new world. Just as Elizabeth did. It's the choice she made. The sacrifice of all that is for the hope of what might be. If she were here in your place, she would board that shuttle, Aloy.
Would she? What do you think's the right option?
Is she hurt?
Still on her feet. Thank the 10.
Goodbye, Silence.
Silence is just like...
She looks okay.
She's dumb.
She looks victorious.
As always.
As always.
Aloy. You did it.
She's like, how do I affection?
Hey, where's he going?
As far away as anyone can go.
Oh. Are you sure?
Are you sure?
You're staying.
For a time. You people are going to need all of the help you can get.
You people.
Does anyone else need a drink?
Not if it's that ale of yours.
I'd be fine with a nap.
Excellent idea.
I hope it's really over this time.
No. So, yeah, I guess there is going to be a third game with Nemesis on its way.
There's another battle ahead, Elizabeth.
You are shooketh.
Very different than the one you fought. It's not about the distant hope of creating a new world. It's about preserving the one we have.
Oh shit, did you notice? Guy has everything except for
My friends
two.
have a new mission.
Hephaestus.
Just spread the word and ask for help.
And,
they've taken it in stride.
Hades.
I think it's because they've always known what I've only just started to understand. That the people of this world have the strength to fight any battle. The ingenuity to solve any problem. Courage to overcome any obstacle.
Ooh. So it looks like Alva will definitely be in the next one. But are we gonna get old faces
And
back?
resilience to rise after any setback. As for me, I can't say I'm not afraid. What lies ahead will be harder than anything we've faced before. But I know I can put the fear aside. Because for the first time in my life, I feel like I'm not alone.
Yeah. So that is officially the game. What do you think is gonna happen? Are we gonna travel the world next time? Are we, like, if we can get Hephaestus again at the very beginning act, we will be able to obtain the ability to go more places, fabricate more things. We have Apollo. We have everything except for Hades and Hephaestus right now. Which would mean we would have a fully powered up Gaia. We would have the ability to do most everything. It would be interesting to see what actually will happen. I don't trust it not to have another cutscene after this, so... It's a very pretty outro. And then I can't control, I don't think. Yeah, I can't control the bird. I bet we're gonna fly over the entirety of the landscape, because right there is the, that first town, Hammerfall or whatever. But who knows? But I mean, for a good story, it was very good. Very open. A whole lot to do. They really took that open design and do whatever you want in the first game, and they gave you more reasons to do the quests, you know? Instead of find the metal flowers, find the old world collectibles, and find these things, and then turn them in for random prizes. You still turn them in for random prizes, but they did different things, you know? Old world collectibles turned into ornaments that changed the night sky. The voices were to preserve, you know, find this collectible, preserve the voices of the past. You know, they gave it all a lot more purpose other than, you found a mug! Congrats! You know, as well as, you know, take on bases and everything else. Like, I don't know, they really made it nicer. A lot more fun. More reason to actually do it. Though they did get rid of the fact that, like, what you do in the game changes the ending. Like, the only change in the ending, from what I know, is if you have Regala or not. That's it. There's not more or less people other than Regala, and even then, it's just Regala dying. I don't know what would have happened without Regala, but... Weren't we talking, though, that, like, the next Horizon, they're looking at doing an MMO, which is... Ugh. That would be very unfortunate. But it does look like this is kind of following our path that we traveled in the game. Because I think we're heading towards the Proving Ground. Yeah, we're heading towards the Proving Ground now. I don't know. This is very, very pretty. So I don't know if you want any of these shots for screenshots either. But, you know. There's lots of good shots in this one. But, I mean... yeah. Like I said, I don't know if I want to, like, quit yet or not, because I don't know if there's gonna be a secret ending thing or anything. So we're just kind of stuck here watching, which is not a problem, but... But, yeah, who knows? This is definitely a thing, you know? Ow. But a lot of people were complaining that they just keep adding in new tribes and not giving us time to get to know the tribes better. Like, the Utaru. Like, yeah, we gotta learn a little bit about them, but, like, it was like, alright, to the next, here's your Tanakh. Alright, now here's the, you know, Quen. Oh, but don't forget about the Oseram. Don't forget about the, Nora. Don't forget about the, fuck. I'm forgetting two more tribes. The Northern Dwellers, who, whatever his name is. And then the other group back, you know, east. But, like, you know, it's like people want to know more about all of them. Like, where did they go from here? Like, the Nora's entire faith was shattered towards the end, just due to the fact that the Holy Mountain didn't protect them, then that, you know, the person they feared as the Harbinger of Death was actually their savior, and then that they need to break their taboos and embrace technology. Like, Where are they now? And then we've got a VOD, you know? Like, what is, you know, how is everything back there? You know? And there's just so many different things that we're missing that we need to know more about. And that I think that, like, yeah, it makes sense to add more things in simply just due to the fact that this is going to be a worldwide calamity regardless of where you are. So, like, they need all hands on deck. And, you know, they're gonna have to develop different cultures and different everything. Just across so many different ideas and, yeah. Which, unfortunately, means we're probably gonna get a lot of half-assed stories, a lot of half-assed, backgrounds, histories, and everything, just due to the nature of, well, what happens when you have to do a ton of things. But also, you know, who's to say that's the wrong thing to do either? Right. I'm just saying it's gonna get worse because this only added 3 new things. Though in all technicalities, if you think about it, the Desert Clan, the Sky Clan, as well as the Lowlands Clan for the Tanakh were all their own separate societies. So technically they added in 4. Yeah, I don't even know. It's hard. I admit that. 5 if you count the Quen. Sorry, I forgot about the Quen again. You know, one thing I don't understand is why was their approach the way they did it? Like the Zeniths, like... I get it, they're egomaniacs who think they can do whatever the hell they want without consequence, but like... Why? Why couldn't they have just done whatever? It's like, they could have been like, yeah, okay, hey, let's work together. We're working to repair Gaia and then betray you later. Instead of just waging all-out war immediately upon sight. Like, at the time, nobody could cause harm to them. Like, it only became an issue when they decided to pick a fight with every living thing that came near them. Like, that doesn't make sense. Unless it's just the whole, like, I'm self-important. I don't give a fuck about the rest type of deal. I don't know. I think it's just gonna be one of those things. It's just here and there, everywhere. Just, yeah. I mean, I love how Silence also still just constantly tries to save face. He's like, oh yeah, I knew about all this. It's not a surprise to me. It was actually part of my plan. See, we're here exactly as I predicted. Yeah, sure, kind of one of my plans went awry, but I had a backup plan which involved, you know, you just taking care of everything. And doing it in a much better way anyway. So, I mean, with that ending with Silence, do you think he's gonna actually cooperate with us? Or do you think he's going to, not? Or do you think he's just in it for, knowledge and he's gonna bail at the last second? Personally, I think Silence is going to, I think he's going to be in and out. I think he's going to constantly believe it's a bad idea, but then a great idea, and come in and soak up all the glory at the end. Like, he's like, oh, I don't think this plan's gonna work, and he's just gonna leave and come back afterwards and be like, yep, I knew it would work, I just needed to plant the doubt in your head. He's like, that's the only way to make ya really work hard. That was 10 minutes of credits, by the way. At least. No, it's more like 15. Ashley Birch. Let's see if I recognize any of these names. I highly doubt it. And this, of course, is probably going to end up being copyrighted, so I should probably mute the sound, so yeah. But, sheesh. Yeah, I don't recognize... it's not like I actually know VAs or anything, so... I know a couple, like Ashley Birch, but she's pretty, she's in a lot. She's pretty well known, but, you know. But, I mean, yeah. Yeah, of course. It is nice seeing Ashley Birch get a lot more VA roles, though. And a lot more different variety, too. Flex your vocals! Flex them. But, there we go. I can just skip it, thank God. No, it doesn't look like there's any more credits. Dang. We discovered Nemesis, and we're very, very bright. What the fuck? Congratulations on defeating the far Zenith threat. You're now free to continue exploration, or you can do New Game Plus. Okay. Darn, no post-game content? That's kind of sad. What that?
What are you up to?
I'm getting a head start on looking for ways to temporarily stabilize the biosphere. We may not have a Festus, but I'm sure we can come up with something.
Why is it just giving me the different flags for places? Hephaestus revisited. So, we unleashed Hephaestus on the Zenith printer matrix to whip up an army of machines to fight the Spectres, and it worked. Great. But doing so meant we had to release Hef back into the wilds, where it will continue to be a major problem. Not so great. Little analysis / prognostication. Bad news first. Hef will undoubtedly retreat back to the Culture Network, and will undoubtedly attempt to fill the same malignant mission it has pursued since gaining sentence. Protect the terraforming system from predation by manufacturing combat machines to kill human hunters. Even worse, it will probably be stronger than ever before. Contact with the Zenith Network will likely have supercharged it, giving it access to new technologies, tools, and upgrades. So this is predating the idea that Hephaestus is going to... The machines going forward will be more powerful. And because it can learn and rewrite itself, there's no way it will fall for the same trick that defeated it before. So capturing it at Cauldron Gemini is a non-starter, but there are some silver linings. Even though the merge with Gaia was aborted, she was able to copy over some of the original Hef code base. Top of that, Silence has extracted some extremely helpful data from the Zenith copy of Apollo. Combined, these developments should enable Gaia to exert significantly more influence over the terraforming system. She won't be able to take direct control of machines or stop Hef from building combat units, but she estimates that by deploying a variety of workarounds, she could stabilize the biosphere within a year. So, we won't all die, at least not before Nemesis arrives. In addition, since she now has some of Hef's source code, we could be able to develop new strategies to contain it. It'll take time, of course, but round 2 is coming, Hef, and next time, I'll be ready for you. Interesting. What'd this do? Oh, that's New Game Plus. No, I'm just kidding. Or am I? No, I'm just kidding. Alright. So then I would assume, you know, everybody's back at their places, you know. You've got, you know, everyone's gone. Everyone's where they should be. You know, Quen are with the Quen. Osram are with Osram. Type of deal. Now it's just Beta, Aloy, and Gaia. Let's see if Gaia got nothing to say to us. Hello, Aloy. Hello, Aloy.
Everything okay, Gaia?
Yes, it is good to be home. Although my heuristic matrix will take some time to reinitialize. I must ensure that all Zenith code has been purged from my systems.
Good idea. Take as long as you need.
Done. Alright, yeah. Doesn't look like there's really anything else other than start New Game Plus. Nah. Would I do a New Game Plus game if we were to replay this game before Horizon 3 came out? Maybe.
Maybe one day, I'll head back to the Sacred Lands and see Sona again.
Could do that with regular Horizon 2.
And how brave he was.
And that he has a child. Don't forget that part. You should probably take the baby with you.
Elizabeth had a dream for this world. I guess a lot didn't go as planned. And there are still dangers ahead.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe the biggest yet. But after what Beta and I accomplished,
And we wouldn't have to be as thorough the next time through, too.
We'll fight for Elizabeth's dream.
And...
together.
Don't forget, this is still relatively new. Like, it only came out this year, right? This game? I can't remember. When did Forbidden West come out? Do you happen to know? I feel like it's recent. I can be wrong. I want the other side. There we go. All right. Nice. All right.
There's the snow.
Yeah, it only came out February of this year. So only 10 months ago, this game came out, which means most likely DLC will be coming for the game. Lance Reddick. Who is... I think Lance Reddick is... Yeah. So the voice actor for Silence teased a couple months ago that he was part of something for Horizon Forbidden West in October. Could be DLC, could not be DLC. Nobody knows at the moment, but... It's Silence, so he's a dick. Good at his job, but he's a dick. But anyway, I think that is where we can call it for today. Don't forget, things are a little wonky due to new games coming out, so things are getting shuffled around. So us finishing this game now is perfect. But right now, the plan is for tomorrow. Fuck, I almost said Harvest Moon. Stardew Valley Randomizer. Wednesday, Pokemon Scarlet. Thursday, World of Final Fantasy. Friday, Dragon Quest Treasures comes out, and we're going to be playing that. Saturday, World of Final Fantasy. Sunday, regular Stardew. And then Monday is going to start being World of Final Fantasy. So, that is the current plan right now. So, anyway. Thank you, everybody, for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. And until the next time, everybody, stay funky, pepper.